Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Demon Slayer. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all of you for continuing to follow me on this whatever journey Demon Slayer is. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Previously on Demon Slayer, it was a really long episode, but it was kind of like a two-parter type of situation where the first part was like the demons and the upper rank demons and them talking about the fact that for the first time in either 100 years or centuries, I don't know, one of those, which is still a long time, an upper rank demon has been defeated, and Kibutsuji is just like, find what I'm telling you to do, or why do you exist? And so now they all have kind of, not all of them, they kind of have their duties, their mission to find whatever it is he's looking for, because he seeks permanence and he doesn't like change, which speaks a lot to that freak out that he had in season 2, season 1, don't remember, at some point when he freaked out and killed all those villagers. He also, I'm pretty sure, has PTSD because of the earrings. And I'm wondering if this person, because going into the next part where Tanjiro is in the swordsmith village and he's trying to get a new sword, but they can't find the person that made his sword. So he's got to wait there for a while, and he's still recovering. He's still recuperating. So it works out anyway. But I feel like it has to do with this person that he's seeing. I feel like he's seeing spirits again, because we didn't know this, but at the beginning he was seeing people's spirits, and I don't know if this is just like because Tanjiro has such a pure heart that he can see these spirits, or what, or I don't know, but I'm pretty sure either that or that person is actually there, but I feel like it's a spirit. It just feels like it's a spirit. So I don't know. But I feel like that person might, well, I don't know, because I feel like Kibutsuji's trauma comes from like maybe way before then, but who knows? That memory that they had, that Tanjiro had right before he woke up from his coma, could have been something way, way farther in the past. I don't know. I assumed it was Tanjiro's dad, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was somebody forever ago, and then they slowly passed along because he chose to pass along because he has the scar and the marks, and he's like, maybe he chose to pass along his teachings through that family, and that's how that came to be. That's my best guess based on the evidence that we've been given. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna watch this next episode. Hopefully we'll pick up where we left off and find out if he's actually seeing a spirit or a real person, but I feel like it's a spirit.
Get out of here! You can't make me give you the key! And even if you did, I wouldn't show you how to use it!
Interesting. Looks like a puppet. Okay, not a ghost. Or a spirit.
That's what it means to keep a Hashira away from duty. Whether you like it or not, a Hashira's time is worth far more than yours. If you don't understand, I'll spell it out. Swordsmiths aren't able to fight. You aren't able to save lives. Making weapons is all you're good for.
Excuse you.
The key. You should know your place in life and act accordingly.
No. This is one of those defy your fate moments, or your destiny. That's almost as good as the headbutt.
And you! What gives? Why be so cruel? You have no right to talk to a kid like that!
You think I'm being cruel? Really?
Yes, I do! Even though most of what you said is probably right, and he can't fight like a Hashira, swordsmiths are still vital, and that's a fact. They might not fight, but the skills they have are amazing.
Oh, isn't that her, or not her, his person that makes his sword?
True that they need us, but it's also true that we need them.
Yeah, symbiotic relationship.
Day in and day out, each in her own way.
Apologies, but I don't have time to waste on your speech. You understand?
No, I don't. Wow. Rude.
No worries, I'll carry him back. As long as he doesn't wake soon. His eyelids are twitching, which means he's gonna wake up any second. See ya!
Hey! Are you okay? You shouldn't get up so fast.
Mr. Haganeska! Was he here just now?
Uh-huh. No, absolutely not. Yep.
The Hashira!
I ended up giving him the key, so he took off.
So you gave it to him.
Why?
I guess you didn't have a choice. Well, since I don't
But
know
also
what's
the
going
key to
on, I
what?
shouldn't be making a fuss.
No, it's okay. I'm happy. You don't know me, but you stood up for me.
Because he's Tanjiro. He's a good boy.
But why does he want that doll?
Because it's very special. Not only can that mechanical doll overpower a human, but it's capable of 108 different moves. It's often used for combat training.
So that's why.
But now it's...
Ow! That really hurt. Oh, because it's right in my ear. Oh, he's using it for combat training?
Why does he have 6 arms?
Oh, his arms? I asked the same thing. According to my father, that mechanical doll was modeled after an actual swordsman. And the only way they could manage to replicate the swordsman's moves was by giving it 6 arms.
That face.
Uh-huh.
It seems familiar, but why?
And funny enough, the part of his face that's missing is the part where the scar would be.
Sorry, but I don't really know much about him. He was from the Sengoku period.
Sengoku? You mean he lived more than 300 years ago?
Aha,
That's what I was told.
In all that time, it's never broken down? Incredible.
The technology's so advanced, we're still not able to catch up to it.
Yeah, that's why when he's like, hey, break it and make another one, that's not how that works.
My dream! Yeah, I saw that man in my dream.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Are you an idiot or something? Isn't this your first time here, too? You sure know how to make me laugh, I'll give you that. You met a warrior from the same...
Listen, he's special.
I know. Maybe it's an inherited memory. People talk about those a lot in our village. It isn't just your physical form that gets passed on. Living creatures pass on their memories, too.
Huh?
So what you saw in your dream had to have been your ancestors' memories.
That's preposterous.
Is it? In a world where there are demons, is it really that out far-fetched?
If you try hard now for your future self, then a day will come where you can fight and stand up for yourself.
No, it won't. I'm smart enough to know that I'm a loser, okay?
No.
Because of me, it's all gonna end with my generation. Huh? Ouch!
Oh, Tanjiro has the best attacks. He has such big brother energy. Oh, the headbutt, the face flick, the hand slap. Priceless.
Not even a whiff of malice. He must not be doing it on purpose. That being said... His crow is oozing with animosity. She's so condescending. What gives?
Yeah.
Kotetsu!
I feel like Tanjiro, because, well, not just because he's the main character, but because Tanjiro is who he is. I feel like Tanjiro's gonna get this kid to actually remember who he is and know his name and think about somebody other than himself maybe for a second.
All right! It's working, Kotetsu! That's great!
Yes, it is, Mr. Tanjiro. And do you know why? Because now you can train with this doll and become stronger than that indifferent little jerk. And you'll have my full support,
Indifferent,
no
that's
matter
the
what.
best word. I love that. Obviously, even though he doesn't have a sword and he's not recovered, it's fine.
Since that lousy jerk broke one off, it's way easier to beat now.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Mr. Tanjiro, please, we need you stronger. So next time we see him, you can say, that all you got, you scumbag? Time to get a haircut, seaweed head. Pissin, you're ugly and your legs are short.
He's got personal beef. He's got personal beef.
You're not reacting off your opponent's moves whatsoever. That's why you're getting beat, understand? Which in other words means you don't even have the fundamentals of sword fighting down yet. It's a miracle you haven't died. Good thing I'm here to expose your weak points until we fix them.
See, he says that he's not smart and that he's a loser and whatever, but he is actually very observant, which could be his specific talent.
No!
There you go, you finally got one strike in. Though it was so weak, I don't think the doll even flinched. Congrats, you earned some food!
Woo!
I
Food!
pickled plums! And I want high-quality Gyoku roti!
It's the little things, you know?
Tasty!
Oh, Tanjiro. But I want to know, that visual is very interesting, but like, what does that mean? Is it because he was on the brink of death? Or is it, you know, something else?
What I want is for you to be the strongest!
That hurt!
Mr. Tanjiro, are you alright?
Ow, ow, ow! Sorry, I broke the sword that you lent me.
Don't worry about that, it's okay.
Oh, he did break it. There's a sword inside the puppet? I'm sorry. Is the sword giving the life to the puppet? Is that the secret behind the technology? Because there's a sword inside this puppet.
Sword, but it's gotta be at least 300 years old, right?
Sword from your dream? I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, of course, that's the end. Well, that was a fun episode. Yes, the one kid, the indifferent kid, I do love that they used that word because that is exactly what it is, and I feel upset that I couldn't think of it before. Yeah, it feels like he doesn't care, but then Tanjiro being like, I don't think he really, like, there's no malice behind his words. He just, that's like exactly how he just feels and thinks. Like there's nothing, no animosity. He's just so indifferent that nothing, even like the most harshest sounding things don't mean anything to him. And it's kind of frustrating. And I'm just hoping that Tanjiro can somehow be the person that he will like remember, that'll stand out in his mind, which I'm sure he does remember some people. But you know, I think about the fact that Tanjiro was like, this kid is younger than me and smaller than me, and he's so, like, talented beyond words, and then, you know, his crow was like, you know, he's a prodigy and a descendant of sun breathers or whatever, but, like, I just want to know because, like, I wonder if it's that he just grew up too fast, is what I think I'm trying to say, and maybe that's why he's so indifferent. Besides the fact that he's a prodigy, everything comes easy to him, so he doesn't understand why it must be difficult for other people. I don't know, but that's kind of the vibe that he's giving me. Also, when Tanjiro like mentions that isn't sun breathing because he has done sun breathing, he knows what it is, or maybe that was fire breathing, or no, that's different, or they're fire and flame, and I don't know. There's a difference. I don't know, but he knows what it is. And he's like, but that's not it. So I wonder if Tanjiro's going to be able to do it or do whichever breathing that he did that's akin to it and somehow catch his attention and be like, I see. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't get surprised by much, he being the indifferent kid. But I feel like Tanjiro's going to surprise him. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. And then the last half of the episode was just Tanjiro training. And I shouldn't say just, I think that was a really, really interesting. I loved that the kid was like, I'm not good at anything, but even if he doesn't understand like limits of the human body, like Tanjiro was saying, and like he has a little bit of ignorance. I do think that he seems to have a pretty good analytical mind when it comes to battling, and maybe it is easier to see when you're not actually in the thick of it, but I think that he has a pretty good maybe talent for training, but also Tanjiro is pretty resilient. So, but I am still curious about whatever the stone was, the image. What is that? Just like he's reaching inside himself to find something deeper that will help him, you know, be able to sense these things, or I don't know, but it was interesting. So that's all I have to say. So thank you all so much for watching and continue to follow me on this journey. And until next time, bye.